How are we, my friends? You are very welcome along to Sunday evening's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. Over the course of the next few minutes, I'm going to give you the latest on Real Madrid's pursuit of Trent Alexander-Arnold. They have now made contact directly, according to somebody. We'll let you know who in a couple of moments. We're also going to be giving you the very latest around Liverpool's pursuit of a defender, a deal that they had initially thought they could push to the summer, but may have to make a move during the winter window. We're going to give you the latest from Virgil van Dijk and his record-breaking time at Liverpool, and a few other interesting bits and pieces over the course of the next 8 to 10 minutes. As always though, my friends, I want to know your feelings on all of these subjects, so do let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it. And of course, we are now just less than 4,000 subscribers away from a remarkable 300,000 family members here at Anfield Agenda. So if you haven't subscribed and you enjoy the video, please do. Right, look, there won't be a live stream tonight because it is my day off, but I wanted to jump on to give you an update around the Jorrel Hato situation, the Trent situation, a couple of other bits. So I will be back tomorrow, 8:45, with a late night agenda. There'll be a news video out tomorrow afternoon as well. Until then, we've a lot to get through, so let's get into it. So there was an open letter written today to FSG from concerned Liverpool fans about the wage bill and a few other bits and pieces. And I want to just say how proud I am of everybody to start to come together now to call out what I've been trying to call out for a while, albeit sometimes I get a bit heated and I understand that, but it is now growing, this movement to question the owners around the spending, around their own spending and where that money is going, and a few other interesting bits and pieces. And the good news is, it's not just for the fans, you know, the Spirit of Shankly Brigade, it's for all of us. People are asking genuine questions, and I'm very proud to see that, and I'm going to watch it unfold. And of course, I'll be doing a video with Mo Chatra this week to give you the best understanding we can on the financial situation. If you have any questions you'd like me to put to Mo, or any questions around FSG's ownership that you'd like asked, I'll do my best to address them. And of course, very much looking forward to having Mo on. So let's get into the Trent stuff. Mr. Fabrizio Romano has said that Real Madrid have made official contact with Trent Alexander-Arnold to present their project and try to push a move to the Santiago Bernabeu. They remain confident that Liverpool, that they can keep pushing away, but Real Madrid's confidence is also growing. So on this one, look, it is again straightforward. I think, and I've sat back on this, and I still stand over what I said about wanting Trent to speak up and say that he wants to stay, but pushing that aside, I just get the feeling they're being lowballed, all the player contracts. And I've said this a few times. I don't think that you can have 5 players refuse contracts and them all just happen to be greedy. I don't think that's the case. I do think they're being lowballed, and I'd like this stuff to start to come out, because the ownership of this football club, and I'm sorry I keep coming back to this, but they have fooled a lot of people for a long time. And I think it's starting to come out now that they are miserly and that they are cheap and that we aren't getting what we think we're getting. So it's very easy for them to say they put contract proposals forward to the players, but if they're nowhere near the levels that these players can get on the open market or that they value themselves at, it's just going to end in frustration and a stalemate. So kicking the can down the road with the Trent situation hasn't helped one bit. I think we can all agree on that. So it needs to be resolved quickly before Real Madrid get their claws in any further and maybe start to destabilise him and, you know, get in his ear. We all want Trent to stay. I kind of get the feeling that Trent would stay if the money was right, because everything that I've read and seen over the last few days suggests that it's the financial part of this that he's not happy with. So again, if we're talking about finances, we got to bring it back to the owners, or Hughes and Edwards, whoever you like. Right, next up, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to move on. Do you believe that it's 1 year to the day since Jurgen Klopp announced that he would leave Liverpool at the end of the season? That year has flown by. It's amazing what can happen over the course of a year, and now here we are with a new gaffer on top of the Premier League, perfect in the Champions League, and here's hoping that Arne can get to the end of the season and get some trophies, and we see Virgil van Dijk lifting some of those above his head. So 1 year since our former manager Jurgen Klopp announced he was leaving the club, and I mean, where does that year go? Speaking about Virgil speaking about his future said, I have no idea how many more appearances I'll make, how many I have left this season. Hopefully those are guaranteed, and then I don't know what the future will bring. So Virgil speaking there again about his own contract situation, still none the wiser. And again, we know Virgil wants to stay, we know Mo wants to stay, we know Ibu wants to stay. Common denominator, cheapness, in my opinion. Virgil van Dijk, though, has just set a record at Liverpool Football Club. The most wins ever from the first 300 games in a Liverpool shirt. Your captain, Virgil van Dijk, has won 209 of those 300 games, 44 draws, and 47 draws and 44 losses, which is an impeccable record for Virgil, and congratulations to him on a remarkable first 300 games in a Liverpool shirt, and we as fans hope that there's many more to come. So now I'm going to move on to the Jorrel Hato story, which is probably the reason you're clicking on this video. And I didn't expect much in this window. Maybe a couple of opportunistic bits at the end, like we've spoken about. Last night we spoke about Ray and Cherky, and will he be an option? Well, now Jorrel Hato move could be one of these situations where Liverpool are forced into acting sooner. It seems as if Liverpool had eyes for Jorrel Hato, according to many reports, Rudy Galletti with the latest one. And they say that no decision has been made yet about whether they will pounce for Hato, but he is available for the right number in this window. And that right number, ladies and gentlemen, is a very realistic one, about £25 million or €30 million. Now, there's interest in Hato from many other European clubs, hence the reason we may see Liverpool look to make a late bid. We know we've been looking at Jorrel Hato for a while. You guys have been bringing it up to me in the comment section for the last few months as well. And I've known that Liverpool have a fondness for the player. And I know, of course, as well, that Arne Slot would know all about him. What I don't want this to be is a potential replacement for Virgil van Dijk in the future. So I do hope that if we are looking to bring Hato in, it is to get that extra body in defence that we need and to build a potential future partnership there with Ibrahim Konate and himself maybe in 3 years' time. But right now, Liverpool are considering making the move, and it would cost about £25 million or €30 million. And look, that seems a realistic price for me, to be honest with you. They were going to move in the summer, but they think maybe there might be late moves for Jorrel Hato in this window. And if you remember the Luis Diaz situation, that was a very similar one, where Liverpool were going to initially wait until the next summer. Spurs declared their interest in Diaz, and Liverpool had to move quickly, and in fairness to them, did. So let me know your thoughts on this one. Do you think there's a chance we see Hato before the window closes February 3rd? Hand on heart for me, I don't know. But it would make a lot of sense, and it is a move that is realistic both in valuation, in the profile of the player, and of course in our need at Liverpool, which is at odds to the amount of forwards that we seem to have been linked with over the last few months, which make no sense to us considering we're quite well stocked there. So, Stefan Bajcetic, a little bit on him. Marca state that Las Palmas are in talks with Liverpool about bringing Stefan Bajcetic on loan until the end of the season. Now, it is important that I point out on loan here, because personally I think that he does have a future at the club. We know that he's on loan at Red Bull Salzburg at the minute. Unsure about how much minutes he's going to get under the new coach there, but this piece does say that Las Palmas are looking to bring him back to La Liga until the end of the season. We'd seen Celta Vigo, not Celta Vigo, Celta Vigo's where he came from. We'd seen another club, if my memory is correct, Real Betis, be in from previously, and nothing came of that one. So keep an eye on this one. Something may happen between now and the end of the transfer window with regards to Stefan Bajcetic. It wouldn't be a permanent move because Liverpool aren't that stupid to move him on, but you never know, you may see a loan move there. So that is pretty much it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts on the Jorrel Hato situation, of course on the ownership situation as well, and if you have any questions you'd like me to put to Mo Chatra, those of you who are subscribed to the channel will see a community post tomorrow giving you the chance to suggest or put up some of those questions, and I'll do my best to ask Mo when I record with him during the week. So that's pretty much it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. Another massive thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're like me and you're going to be tuning into the NFL games tonight, enjoy them. If you're just having a chilled Sunday with your family, enjoy it. And I want to say a massive thank you again for your continued support. It never ceases to amaze me how many amazing people there are and have our backs at Anfield Agenda, and we always appreciate your support. I'll talk to you guys soon. Much love. Bye bye.